The Saints will take over with a first down and 10. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. Things progressing to plan so far. Their defense has been solid, and they've got themselves a 7-0 lead after the touchdown the last time they had the ball.
And this is no time to even think about, hey, are we going to milk the clock? Hey, are we just going to do ball control? This is the NFL. 7-0 leads, they don't last very long unless you continue to push the envelope on offense.
That goes for a gain of 31. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. On 2nd down, Cook.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Flushed out right. Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Good positioning, and it's picked off. And he returns it here to his own 18-yard line. A reminder, coming up at halftime, we'll send you up to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman is there, and he'll have stats and scores from a busy Sunday in the NFL. They run on first down as they get about 3. 2nd and 7, forthcoming. Tackled there by Monte Nicholson.
61, match box, fight. Hey, Steve, sit.
Here's a 2nd and 7. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
This team is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. He came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
Looking to throw. And that is incomplete. Problems on 3rd down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on 3rd down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get to 3rd down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on 1st and 2nd down.
He had his sights on the end zone, no doubt, but is brought down after a huge return there. And they'll have a short field to go as this drive starts on the fringe of the red zone at the 20. First down, here's the run with Cook. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. It's a good gain of 11. Sets him up 1st and goal. They'll run with Cook. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Dalvin Cook, already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Saints able to stretch that lead out further. Gold able to tack on the extra point. And it's now 14-0. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. Good starting field position for the Dolphins as they have it 1st and 10 at the 40.
Hey, Delta.
Now back to throw. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down. So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40.
Get it.
2nd and 10. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They look lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Pressure from his right, and he goes down hard, flat on his back. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts. as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number one. And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. He'll return it from the 6. A good return there, call it 13 yards. And control of the football, switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. We're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe.
That is the wise play because if you...
And Wilson's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off at the 49. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
That's going left, and Prater missed it. It's no good. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend as we send you up to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. We'll see if Week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. In on the tackle there, Luke Kuechly. From the 24, Wilson escaping the pressure right. Going to throw right side here, complete. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. 10 yards, good for his Saints, first down. Another tote for the workhorse this afternoon. It's Cook. And he'll be marked down deep on Miami's side of the field. A big play there out of Cook. 49 yards on the ground. From the red zone now, here's Wilson on first down. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by the linebacker, Telvin Smith. Past the 10 to the 11-yard line, and that's where the return stops. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. Yeah, they've got to be a little bit frustrated about that last drive. Missed field goal.
Always hurts a team because, you know, you put something out there, you're giving yourself a chance, you're in range, and the ball doesn't go through the post. But it's not something to panic about, I don't believe. Just keep playing and keep going.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And he's going to go down. Back at his own 5-yard line, it's a sack. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
No run call here. They'll look to throw instead. He's going deep for Brown. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty. And it's 4th down. Another drive comes and goes. Still nothing on the scoreboard.
Yeah, and when the second half comes, you know, it's real easy to get discouraged and wonder if you're ever going to get things started. You just got to fight through it. Got to keep pounding away.
Let's go, baby. Let's go.
The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Now on 2nd and 13. Wilson flush to his right. Now he's going to throw deep. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off at the 19. Well, they're going to take over right there at the 22-yard line. And that gives him now 3 interceptions in the game.
Well, someone's locked into what they're trying to get done in the passing game. When was the last time we had someone get 3 in a contest?
2011, wasn't it? Kurt Coleman.
Oh, yeah, that's
then
right.
with the Eagles.
That's right. Then with the Eagles, and I believe it's against Washington and Rex Grossman.
That's correct. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. He's picked off near his own 48. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line. How about the big boys snagging one? You don't see that every week.
No, you don't, but a lot of them are just reliving their old dreams, going back to when they were in youth football and in high school. They didn't always play defensive line. Some of them actually handled the football, and you can see the flashback when he grabbed that one.
He'll get 15 and a Saints first down. On the carry, it's Cook, able to slither by. And he's eaten up at the line of scrimmage. Might have gotten a yard down to the 16.
Touch 50, touch 50. Jump right, jump right.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 16-yard line.
Play action. It's Wilson sliding out of the pocket. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Cook. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down. Wilson in the offense not coming off the field. They're going for it on 4th. They're going on 4th down. It's Wilson. His throw caught right around the 6. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. Some collective exhales over there on the sideline. A big pickup through the air on 4th down to bring up 1st and goal. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. Again, it's Cook. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down. 6 plays got him down here. This is play number 7, 3rd and goal.
Check 59, right home. 59.
Out of the gun, here's Wilson. And it's complete. He gets this one to Washington. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. That pass play good for 7, but it still brings up a 4th and goal. Back now in Miami. It's the Saints. They'll be looking to expand their lead here. They've got the football as we start the 4th. And Gold is able to put it through. And the lead will grow. It's now 17-0. So with that, you figure this game's pretty much out of reach at this point.
Yeah, it's going to take a heck of a comeback to come from 3 scores down. But don't change that channel. Don't go away. Miracles can happen, and you want to be here in case it does.
You're a company man.
Now, aren't I, though?
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And, okay, all right, I'm being facetious here. But you get points. You feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. They'll go to Barkley again. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets this football out shy of the 30 to the 29. Give him 12 yards there, and the Dolphins have a 1st down. A 1st down carry for Barkley. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. A Miami 1st down on a 14-yard pickup. He'll find Metcalf. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44.
50, plant, Greystone, travel.
1 yard gain. Brings up 2nd and 9.
Get it.
Now Saquon Barkley. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield after a gain of about 4.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
The Dolphins on 3rd down. A pretty woeful 0 for 5 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. He'll drop to throw. And that will be incomplete. It was Bryce Callahan jarring the ball free defensively. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense is well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure. The backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
They'll look to throw here. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Von Miller, and the Saints are going to get it back and in great shape. Being just short of midfield, they decide to take a crack at it on 4th down. They don't come through.
Sometimes it's just showing confidence in your defense. You know that they're good, and they'll take care of you. A lot of coaches during the week will announce to their team, we're going to be aggressive, guys. We're going to go for it. Hey, defense, you got me? A little bit of a challenge to them to see if they'll pick up the rest of the team.
We'll see how they respond now. They go play action with Wilson. Eluding the pressure right. Now he's going to throw it back deep over the middle. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down.
One thing I know from experience is that when the deep ball is thrown and you're the defender, you've got to fight that little bit of panic that emerges. You've got to play the ball really well. It's a 50-50 jump ball play, and guess what? They took a shot. How are you going to win it? And in this case, they managed to get it done.
This one complete into the hands of Higgins. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. 17 there, and a New Orleans 1st down.
I'll go special. I'll go special. That's it. Mike is 59. Mike to 59. Watch the slant.
Throwing now, Wilson on 1st down. Catch is made by Harry. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 10 yards, good for his Saints, 1st down. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. A toss to Cook. And a decent gain there as that takes us to the 2-minute warning. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. So it's Saints football as we get you reset. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. Dalvin Cook with now 3 Week 1 touchdowns. And the Saints able to stretch that lead out further. Gold with the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. 1st down Miami as they get set to start the drive. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. The throw over the middle, taken in, and down he'll go at the 25. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2, as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
Hey, Echo. Hey, Jack. Deep grip.
They'll set up a throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now the Saints will use their third and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And they're indeed going to go for it here on fourth down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out.
There we go, Mike 20, Mike 20, Mike. Hey, wahoo! You can't block me. You can't block me. Mike 20, Mike 20, Mike 20. Watch the out, watch the out.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And able to catch it, but he's out of bounds. Now the throw took him beyond the sideline, and that's going to be a turnover on downs. So they tried to go for it for pride, but it really wouldn't have mattered. This one, it was already determined.
No doubt about it. This one was over a while ago.
Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts, and they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. Wilson wants to throw it. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down. They're still throwing the football here, and obviously the incompletion stops the clock. That's a bad thing.
Feels to me like they're just keeping them honest on defense because you know they're going to stack the line of scrimmage and try and stop any type of a running play. Short little passes may work in exchange of running plays. Keep the clock moving, keep them moving.
I guess you're right. If they can get some first downs, just as good as running the football.
It's a gain of 6.
Play action. Now Wilson rolling to his right. He may try and run. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. Turning into a really good performance on the road. Week 1, you're just hoping for that first win. It's tough to do it away from home, though, but they're looking strong.
It certainly is. Any road win in the NFL is a great road win. I mean, it just does not matter whether it's supposed to be tough or not. In this particular situation, how great will they feel leaving with a win on the road against a tough opponent?
A little work still to do, though. Extra point was hooking, but he does make it through. And that will extend this big lead. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. And that one carries out of the side of the end zone here. So it's a touchback and bring it out to the 25. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches, don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Yeah, use that as ammo going forward.
Exactly. Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today. Coaching, playing, the whole deal. And never forget it because
you're not going to want that feeling again.
No, you don't want that feeling again. And who knows? You may meet up with this team again.
Hey, Zoo. Hey, Mike 20, Mike 20. Get your swerve on. There we go, Mike 20, Mike 20, Mike 20. Come on. Leo, shoot.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. He finds Dorsett. It's complete. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. So they'll take the yardage and tack on 15 more for the face mask.
Talk about a play that absolutely costs you in the end. Just trying to do your job, right? Trying to get him on the ground. Next thing you know, they march off another 15 against your squad.
Mike's 59. Mike's 59.
Back to throw. Got him in. It's Brown. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. The Dolphins going to take their second timeout as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. Finally, a first red zone opportunity for these guys. They have a 1st and 10 at the 18.
Hey, Mike 20, Mike 20. Check. Yep. Check. There we go, Mike 20, Mike 20, Mike 20. 65, they go.
Back to throw here. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Anthony Brown. And a terrific return as he brings this one all the way back to the 30.
So many times we end a game, and as we're recapping it, we're talking about what offenses did and how they won the game. Let's flip this one over. The defense, they frustrated the offense the entire ball game. That's why they're walking out of here with a victory.
And they're going to love to walk out of here with that as their final act, that interception. Good way for them to end it. After the interception, here's Wilson going up top. And this will be caught. And the carnage continues. It's another touchdown.
Well, I've got to laugh here, and I really don't want to because the old school in me is not happy about this score this late, not necessary. But this is Madden, isn't it?
Yeah.
This is how it works.
Rub it in. Have a day.
I mean, what does it matter? These guys who are playing in this game, there are no feelings
exactly.
there.
They don't have to face the guy. Well, they might if they're in the same room going head-to-head. But
that's
the
about
virtual guys on the screen don't have to face each other after this one.
In that case, run it up.
Gold able to tack on the extra point, and the lead will swell by one more. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And all deep in his own territory, he coughs up the football.
There's never a good place on the field to fumble the ball. Let's just call it as it is.
But definitely not in your own red zone.
In your own red zone, it's heightened, isn't it? Because you're almost automatically giving up a score and the momentum, and everything just changes for your team.
Yeah, so the kickoff fumble now, great field position. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. This one into the hands of Metcalf. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. Give him 15 yards on that one, and the Dolphins have a first down.
That's good for the Dolphins.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. So this one a victory here for New Orleans. And I tell you what, Charles, this might be about as good as it gets. They were incredible.
Yeah, offense was in fine form. The defense threw the shutout at them. I think they worked in concert together. What I like about the offense was they held the ball pretty well. You know, time of possession, exactly what they were looking for in this one. And that helped out their defense. Didn't have to be out there the entire time. So when you do that and you're out there fresh playing, off a little extra spring in your step, and it showed up in this one.
They had a ton of spring in their step. Impressive victory. So for the Saints, you can't ask for a better start as they pitch a shutout here in the opener. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to Philly to take on the Eagles. Meanwhile, for Miami, they obviously fall to 0-1 with the defeat. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.
shine. My father taught me don't be soft, so now I'm taking what's mine. I define myself as ambitious, young, black, and gifted. Masterpiece, my masterpiece, that mean I don't got no limits. Bout it, I doubt it. My homies know you ain't right it. We break you down like a pound. I got it, don't pound us around me. I'm corrupted, flow cold and it's rugged, bumpy. What is up? I'm ready for war. You got to love it like black, yeah. And it feel like, yeah. All day like, yeah. All night like, yeah. Whole squad like, what? And it feel like, yeah. All day like, yeah. All night like, what? Whole squad like, yeah. And it feel like, yeah. All day like,